Alright, welcome back everyone. Today's going to be a bit of a reactionary video to all of a sudden Reddit, the Steam forums, and Discord have blown up that people are saying they are losing their abandoned base. That base is abandoned, that base is abandoned, because other players are landing their thopters on top of wind turbines to shut them down. Well, let's test that right now. Timestamps down below. I'm going to test the regular scout, the assault, and a carrier. This is my buddy's base. So we'll start with the regular scout or thopter. Get right over top of it. I can't get down any lower, and I appear to be right over top of it, and that wind turbine has not shut down. So maybe there's some weird edge case where it can happen, but it sure didn't happen then. Let's try an assault. It's got a bigger butt, so maybe the assault and its larger volume will shut this thing down. Well, can't go any lower. I'm directly on top of it. The widest part of the assault is directly on top of it, and that wind turbine is still functioning. Alright. What about a carrier, right? Carriers are huge. And surely a carrier will shut it down. Let's find out. So jealous of my buddy's carrier. Anyway, let's check this out. Let's see if this thing... It's a tight fit. But let's see if this huge boy, with its big old butt... Well, actually big old front, more like it. Let's see if this thing will shut it down, right? It's a huge footprint. It's a challenge. I'm directly over it. It just lands through it, and it's still turning with the carrier landed directly through it. So carrier doesn't work. So none of the vehicles work to shut it off. That's one myth of misinformation that people are just. I can't believe this. 2 months into this game, and there's so much misinformation. It just blows my mind. So the next thing we're going to try is another set of misinformation they've been spreading lately. And that is that you can place a roof over it to shut it down. They're saying that people are building over your fief. So like, for example, for my buddy's base here, they would build... Let me get up here so you can see the... So if you look, you see where his roof is right here, right? Like, they would go build on that there and send it out over here to put roofs over the wind turbines to shut them down. Or you build on that one and you build over. Well, first, there's a couple problems with that. The closest you can get is one foundation block. Right? This is as close as you can get, right there. So the top of that little representation of foundation block is the closest another fief can get. The other problem is stability. You can only go out 9 tiles before it won't let you build any further. I can guarantee you that cliff face and that cliff face is farther than 9 tiles. Maybe it could get to those, but it sure as hell wouldn't get to that one right there. But we're going to do a little test by moving this. We're going to take this guy. We're going to bring it down here. And I'm going to make it really hard on myself. I'm going to put it right up against this wall as close as I can get it. So it's even sheltered by that, as close to the Pentashield as I can get it. Alright, so now it's got this wall just right next to it, and a Pentashield right next to it. Now let's go out here, and let's find us a roof. We got a roof right there. We're going to build this roof. Now, if we want to look at this, that is half a block. That's not even half a block. It's like this distance, the railing distance. Let's build another one. And another one. And another one. Still going. How about another one? Weird. Still going. Nine roof tiles against a wall, against a Pentashield, and it's still operating. Okay, so maybe I can manually turn it off, and it just, you know, okay, let's let it shut down, and it won't turn back on now because it's too covered. Nope, it still works. So all these people saying that their base was shut down by nefarious means, I should clarify, there used to be permissions hacking where they could just come into your base and take over things. Supposedly that's fixed. I don't actually know that it's fixed, but supposedly that's fixed. They did ban a bunch of people. But this, no, they're not shutting down your wind turbines to get in. What's happening is one of, like, he's not even close, but let's say you were really close on power. Let's say he had 1100 power and it's 183, and then I turned off this one. Oh, boom, now we're less. It's likely that you have one small wind turbine that had like one lube left in it, and that one lube ran out, and then your base was exposed. Let's show you real quickly what these bases are that are getting good. Okay, this base over here has been abandoned for about 2 weeks, and it's still really intact. I mean, almost none of it's come apart. You can see where the pentashield is, right? You can see the little corners, but there's nothing. I can walk in here, walk around, but I can't access anything because it still has a console. This one down here, this one's been unoccupied for about a month. It's pretty close to a month. Now this one actually I think was abandoned correctly. There's almost nothing inside of it, but there is a console, so it won't degrade. Then you have this guy over here. This has been rotting for 3 weeks, give or take. 3 Coriolis cycles for sure. This thing used to go all the way down to the ground. It had all kinds of way. You could actually drive a buggy up into it. They had like a garage up in there. And I'll show you what I mean by this. These are the kinds of bases that are getting raided. And I understand it's a touchy situation when people get their stuff lost, but it's because it ran out of power and the storm starts eating things. Look how damaged all this stuff is, right? The storms are eating this one after another. But that subvief console is in really good condition. Now, this base is unraidable. There's not a shot in hell you could get an NPC up here, even if you found one. There's NPCs on the other side of that pillar right there at the base of it. It's way too far. There's some on the other side of that Harco base there. The bottom of that tower has 2 of them. But getting them over here, you couldn't get them up here for one, because there's no way to get it up here. And you'd have to get him to take that console out. But these are the bases. This is how you can tell it's abandoned. This was likely someone that either got banned or just quit the game. Because there's just weird chunks missing and all this damage done to it. Again, I get it. It sucks when your base gets taken, but it ran out of power. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say that your base ran out of power. Someone noticed, and they took advantage of that. Now, none of this means a whole lot because tomorrow it's getting patched. NPCs will no longer be able to damage any part of your base, whether it's unpowered or not. I don't agree with the change. I think there should be a way for us to salvage bases that are sitting here rotting because they're taking up server resources. But it is what it is. It was an easy change for them to change an integer from 1 to 0 on whether or not NPC actors could damage the subvief or not. And that's what they chose instead of giving us a proper option to salvage. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one.